Didn't they say in school not to use that word?
Oh, oops. Hello.
Hello there.
Is this new-looking building your school?
That's right. The village chief built it.
For the future of the village.
A school?
It's a bit plain compared to the rest of the town, don't you think?
Are you kidding? We didn't have anything like this in my village.
We always did want one, though.
I'm Slenge, the chief of this village. What brings you two all the way out to our tiny corner of the continent?
Oh, well, we're looking for...
We're here for work, researching what people eat out on the frontier, stuff like that.
Your efforts are very much appreciated. Thankfully, our village has been spared the ravages of famine.
In fact, it's even more bountiful than in years past.
And we have the chief to thank for it. If there's anything we can help you with, don't hesitate to ask.
You say that like you own the place.
Seems like a nice village.
Sort of reminds me of Alicia.
Saray.
I know. We'll split up and try and find some clues about the Pope. What's wrong? You look troubled.
It's strange. This village seems rather prosperous.
And that's a problem?
The issue is why.
Their source of income.
Right. The land in this area is infertile and hardly fit for farming or hunting.
It's far from any major thoroughfare, and they have no local products to export.
Isn't that weird? You'd think a place like this would be the first to fall victim to famine.
There must be some explanation for all this. What's wrong, Edna?
Nothing. Just thinking about how Meebo insulted me earlier.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, it looks like there's some kind of ruin in the back of the village, and it's a pretty darn old one to boot.
How old do you think?
It's probably from before the Dark Period. It might be even older than I am.
You don't mean from the Temperance of Averost? If that's true, then this is an incredible find! Wait. Hey, Edna? How old are...
What?
Never mind. Dezel, have you found any clues about the Pope yet?
No.
Well, if you do come across anything, let me know.
One thing bothers me. The chief. There was something out of place in his personal effects.
His glasses. Lenses are a precious rarity. They're usually only available to those of nobility or holy orders.
And Slenge only showed up here recently. There's dots there if you want to connect them.
You mean to say the chief is...
I'm just saying the possibility is there. Don't quote me on it.
I'll look further into it. Thank you.
Don't.
Huh?
All I'm saying is there's no need to thank me.
All right. Gododdin sure seems like a happy village.
Indeed, everyone here is so positive and active. They're all like family here.
But I still can't feel the blessing of the Seraphim.
True. The Guardian Seraph is missing. It seems that this place used to be rather barren, but it looks like the current chief was able to overcome these issues.
I can tell the people here respect him a whole lot.
I imagine they do. This would normally be such a desolate environment.
Yeah, not just anyone could pull that one off.
Rose, is something the matter?
Sorry, I was just thinking out loud. I'll tell you more once I've had time to investigate.
There's a ruin!
Wait!
You think they came here to apprehend the chief?
They better not. Without our chief, Gododdin is doomed.
There's no cause for worry yet. As long as they stay out of the Pure Land, we'll be all right.
Malevolence!
Let's go.
There was malevolence coming from the chief. Why?
I bet we'll find the answer inside that ruin.
Yeah.
Building a school to preserve the village's future. I have to respect that.
A school, huh? Always wished I could have gone to one.
Yeah, me too.
You too, Rose?
I grew up on the road. The older folks of the Scattered Bones were like my teachers. He may not look it, but Roche is actually super good at calligraphy, and he knows a ton about literature.
Huh. Egil looks like he's no slouch either.
Yeah, he was the one who drilled me in martial arts and stealth skills. You might say he's my gym teacher.
Well, that's one way to get kids their exercise.
Same with me and Mikleo. Pretty much everyone in Elysia wound up serving as our teachers.
Reminds me of Gramps' etiquette class. He was really strict.
And that's how Mikleo got the way he is today.
Whereas you didn't learn a thing, huh?
Hey, that's not true.
Yeah, right. You were always reading the Celestial Record.
You did the same thing.
Yes, but I read it to enhance my history and classical language studies.
And you're saying I didn't?
So, pretty much the same things you do now.
Fair enough. So yeah, we weren't lonely per se, but...
It would have been nice to study and play with other kids our age.
Yeah, I feel you. A destroyed entrance, huh?
Wouldn't hurt to take a look.
Well, that looks hopeless.
Oh, does it now?
Edna, you could use your powers.
Give it a try.
I certainly might. If you were to ask like so. Lady Edna, please do something about these rocks.
This is no time to be joking around.
Mikleo can't take Lady Edna anywhere, can he?
Oh, are you still hung up on that?
Come on, spit it out. Lady Edna, I beg you to move these rocks which I, the pitiful Meebo, cannot.
Hey, that's longer.
Well, I charge interest.
Edna, I think that's enough teasing for now.
We need you to do something about these rocks, Edna. Please help us.
I didn't mean you.
Maybe not. But I'm as guilty as anyone here of taking you and your powers for granted. Even though I've seen malevolence born from that very mentality. Gratitude is vital in all actions, whether you're worshipping the Seraphim or simply journeying with friends.
Seriously, it's fine. I'll give you my ability, the giant strength.
FYI, Saray doesn't get jokes.
Nice. I'll try breaking down these rocks that the meek and pitiful Meebo couldn't.
Not you too!
He really doesn't get jokes.
What mighty power!
Oh? You were just waiting for me to pick you up, weren't you? I'm sick of this Norman collecting already.
How is that possible? Everyone knows you love him. You've even got one on your umbrella.
Rose, better not to mention the mascot.
It gets long.
I love long stories. Go ahead, lay it on us.
Okay, but don't say I didn't warn you. This little guy here? You can pull out his head to stretch out his neck, like a giraffe.
That's what you meant by it gets long?
Same goes for the nose, too. Max length, 1.5 times its height.
Ew, that's not even a Norman anymore.
That's right. There's things like a talisman, an amulet, a rabbit's foot, a periapt, that sort of thing.
I don't quite get it, but sure.
A charm you carry because it's special to you, right?
Not really. It was given to me, so I put it on.
What comes after? And the way to break the seal is, oh my.
Oh, were you actually awake? You can break the seal on an item's skill slot by engaging in sufficient battles with that item equipped.
Huh. Can I assume raising proficiency in that item to 1 star is enough to do the trick?
Yes, there are certain rules governing which skills will be produced by fusion. You can check this before fusion. But know this. If they're skills of the same element, you'll get a different skill from that element. If they're from the same group, you'll get a different skill from that group. If both element and group are different, you'll get a skill whose rarity lies somewhere between the two.
What about when you fuse equipment with sealed skills?
Ah, yes. That's a very important note to consider. Slots with sealed skills count as empty for fusion purposes. Therefore, if you really want to keep a certain skill, but you don't have another item with an empty slot, you can use one with a sealed slot instead to... Really? Sleeping at a time like this?
Whew, I'm full. What happiness.
Rose, you really shouldn't do that.
That's pretty bad manners.
You're eating too quickly. Take your time.
Oh, come on. Stew is practically a drink. Even if I slow down, it'll be gone soon anyways.
Then at least try not to burp.
And stew is definitely not a drink. It's a dish prepared through the honing and condensation of the flavors. It takes time to make it. You should savor it.
Whatever. I'm totally savoring this dish, and savoring it hard. Enough of the lip already.
I swear you're such a heathen.
won't be defeated.
May your knowledge be from you!
Go, my children! Flames of fury!
May your knowledge be from you! Forward surge! Sword flare! I will smite evil! Hang on, everyone! Return to board!
Still more!
I better get it together.
Together! Sword flare! Looks like we win! Weapons ready!
Return to void!
Shadow shot! Aqua blade!
Return to void!
Darn it!
Return to void!
Go, my children!
Open the floodgate! Here's an explode!
Avoid the opponent!
All is done here.
Ready, Mikleo? May your knowledge see from you! May your shadow shot! Forget him!
Crimson Bridge!
Return to board!
Double destroy!
You know nothing! Return to board! Will smite evil! You know nothing!
Well, that's a wrap.
Ready, Mikleo? Healing power! Howling cyclone! Darn it! You know nothing! Shadow! That can't end!
I better get
Here.
it.
Blue flurry! Blistering fast! Dreams!
You act on instinct way too much.
Oh? Did your instincts tell you that?
Let's do this!
Phoenix Flare!
Return to board! Forward surge! Get out! You know nothing!
Phoenix Flare! Avoid the opponent!
Well done.
May your knowledge come from you! Everyone okay?
Smell that. It's like there's a new color in the wind.
The fragrance of herbs paints the very air. How poetic.
And now the wind turns foul.
Now what's that for? I say something nice and you snap at me? If you see everything as sarcastic, maybe the foulness lies inside you.
Are you ever not sarcastic?
Now, why don't you take a break? It'll help calm you down.
What? Is that?
A Norman mug. You don't like it?
I mean what's inside. You see herbs and your first thought is to yank them up and make tea with them?
Herbs are a gift from the land. It's only proper for a seraph of the earth to accept them, no?
How convenient for you.
Fragrant. With quiet times like these, even the most arduous journey isn't so bad.
Maybe so.
What the?
Enemy spotted, Lila!
Return to void! Spirit! Elixir protect!
Vermilion Crescent! Burning Shot!
Pierce and explode! Pierce the skies! Arrow squall! Break down! Looks like we win!